Leo. We're going to do a reading, okay? So it's Aries season. You made it to a fire season finally. Oh my God, we haven't had fire since, God, December 20th is Sagittarius season ended. And we have not had real fire since then. And my darling, you need that fire. So we're going to get into this. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the astrology that's coming up for you because this is a leg specifically from March 20th to April 1st. There is a 10-ish, 11-day window where you need to have a funeral for a version of yourself. So since 2 years now, it's come in waves, right? There has been these moments where you are understanding what the heck happened, because there were castles that you built that just they fell in on themselves. There were things that just you do the thing the way you know to do the thing, and you'd make the effort, and it just didn't stick. You just kept throwing mud at the wall, and nothing was sticking. Everything slid right down, right? But I think it's come to a place now where you're no longer building these castles consistently, just rushing in and putting all your effort in. You slowed down and started to look at the sand you're working with. You're starting to understand the consistency required for anything to last. And placement is important as well. You can't just throw all your effort at building a castle right on the shoreline. The water's going to come and take it away. And you've learned that. Those first 2 weeks, you need to sit with the grief of the version of you that was so excited to build castles in the sand that you never thought about making a foundation that might actually last. The part of you that was so hopeful and so excited about the process and working with other people that you didn't see the flaws. You didn't even let yourself survey the company you kept very well. And it kept freezing things. It kept stopping things. It kept falling apart. On the 1st of April, some energies will shift. Venus is going to move into Taurus. For you, Leo, this is a pretty big deal because it's the top of your chart. You are having some sort of karmic receipt show up in the form of pleasure, in the form of peace, in the form of music, in the form of dealings, financial agreements. These things are coming up for you, and you're needing to adjust accordingly based on what's happened. So this might be, if you didn't pay your rent, your landlord's giving you an eviction notice. If you, I think that might have to do with it, honey. If you've got some financial stuff that you've been ignoring, stop it. Do your taxes, like right now. Your future self is waiting for you to show up for you, because you keep living in the moment, Leo, and that's the problem. You're not looking ahead. You're right here in the moment, and that's great. You warm every room with your presence because you're so here with us. But if you don't have one eye on the future, you are stumbling blindly through these moments, and they can slip through your fingers just like the sand. And before you know it, this company you've been keeping, these things that have been occupying your time are gone, and you're left with this mess of all the other things you were ignoring while you were so hyper focused. Venus is it's called it's called a benefic in astrology, but it really depends on how it fits in your chart. And for you, this is a square. This is a 90-degree angle, meaning there's an adjustment here based on the information that's coming through in the first week of April. Based on the people, the women specifically that are coming through in your life, in that first week of April, this is going to change everything. And it should. It should. Because if you redirect your attention back onto yourself and your goals and your path, which you have consistently been inconsistent about. You've been waiting for somebody else to show up so that they can be like, I'll go with you. Let's do this together. No, this is your path. Nobody else is coming. You have everything you need in you to take it. And you can inspire others and you can connect with others, but you can't wait for them. You need to give yourself permission. Stop asking for other people to give it to you. There are some other transits that are coming through in April. There was a couple of ones that I wanted to pull up for you. Hold on. The thing is, this is the season that preps you for Taurus season, which is where everything gets very loud and everybody knows everything. Okay, there's a lot of exposure in Taurus season, and the 30 days between the 20th of March and the 20th of April are an opportunity for you to get on your game so that when Taurus season shows up and everybody's looking at you, you have your ducks in a line. You know what the hell you're doing. Because the attention is coming, regardless if you want it or not. Venus showing up at the beginning of April is a gift for you if you let it be. It might be startling. You may be like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. But it is here to help you. It is here to provide you information about what you need to be in order to go where you're going. There's a full moon in Libra, which is also pretty good for you. This is going to have a lot of conversations coming that comes with Venus moving into Taurus. Mars, 9 days later, moves into Aries. So you're definitely compelled to and are motivated to get shit done. The 16th is going to give you a conjunction with the Sun in Chiron, and that is the perfect day for you to explain to other people where you've been struggling. Let them know. Okay, they will have the compassion on that day, and you will be relieved of some of the pressure because of it. All right. On the 19th, just before the Sun enters Taurus, we have a Saturn-Mars conjunction and a new moon in Aries 2 days before that. That's when you're putting on your weapons. That's when you're putting on your shield. That's when you're putting on your suit of armor. But the time before then, that's when you're accepting that you were going to get in the suit. Because up to this point, you've just been waving. You've just, well, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. Well, if they like me, then I'll go this way. And if that works out, then I'll go that way. No, it's what feels like a direction to you. What's calling you? And then honor it. That's what's up for you. Okay, Leo? This summer changes everything when the nodes join up with the Sun and Jupiter and other planets in your sign. That's when shit's real. That's when it's on like Donkey Kong. But the time between then and now is giving you an opportunity to be ready to take on that new paradigm, that new place. Because you're going to be in everybody's conversation. You're going to be everywhere. You're going to want to travel. You're going to have lots of like financial opportunities. What you do with them is kind of up to your chart and up to you, but the opportunities are coming. And it's what you do with it, Leo. So if there's experiences that you're having now where you're finding you're just so disappointed in other people that they're not meeting you where you are, you need to ask yourself why you're waiting for somebody else to tell you that you can go get your life. Because that's the core of it here. It's you and God. You and Source. You don't need anybody else to give you permission to go get what you want. It's already in you.